That's not on me. Traffic, you're really going to interrupt the judge that's getting ready to give you fines and costs? Amazon's obviously got a great business model, but I don't think every other driver on the road should have to put up with the bullshit. That is one of my major pet peeves is delivery trucks that park in the travel lane. Get another job if you can't live with that. All right, you know what? You continue to argue, so...
Today we've got an Amazon driver in court after being charged with impeding traffic, and things take a serious turn once Judge Oakley starts asking questions. What begins as a routine hearing quickly becomes tense, and the judge does not hold back when addressing the defendant's attitude and explanations. This is a pro se defendant, meaning he's representing himself, and that always adds another layer of unpredictability. At the end of the hearing, the ruling clearly catches him off guard. Now here's the real question. Was Judge Oakley too harsh in this situation, or did the defendant bring this on himself? As you watch, pay attention to the tone, the back and forth, and how quickly the atmosphere changes. Personally, I think the judge came in strong on this one, but I want to hear your take. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's dive in to see how it all unfolds.
All right. And Mr. Scott, are you ready for your formal hearing today?
Yeah.
All right. And the people? All right. Your appearance for Van Buren Township. All right. Let's get started.
Secretary?
Officer, come on up. Watch your step on my incline ramp. Raise your right hand for me. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
Settle in. When you're ready, Miss Manorino.
Officer, can you state your name for the record, please?
Officer Ryan Berry, Van Buren Township Police.
And you're employed as a police officer there?
Correct.
How long have you been so employed?
Going on 17 years.
Are you currently assigned to any particular unit within the police department?
Patrol division.
Prior to being in patrol, were you assigned to any particular unit within the police department?
Several. Canine unit, traffic unit, accident investigation.
So based on your investigation of the scene on December 10th that afternoon, did you make draw any conclusions about how the accident?
Yeah. I believe the driver of the Amazon vehicle was partially on across the white line in the northbound travel lane and the approximate cause of the collision.
And that's based on your measurements of the roadway and the size of the Amazon vehicle, that it wasn't possible for the Amazon vehicle to be on the shoulder and be completely out of the roadway.
If the Amazon vehicle was on the shoulder, it would have been in the ditch. It would have, if it was on the outside of the white line, it would have been leaned over in the ditch.
And you didn't observe the vehicle, the Amazon delivery vehicle to be in that condition?
No, no.
I didn't know anything other than the officer.
Mr. Scott, do you have any questions for this officer?
Did you see all four of my tires outside of the white line?
No, I did not.
To my knowledge, that was, all four tires were, like he said, it was the ditch. Anything more up around, roll over the ditch, but I don't have anything more.
With respect to the form, I don't know if that was a question or a statement from.
I think it was a question and then a statement. So no questions at this time.
I have a question. You said that the driver, said his, driver assist shifted it over to cause the accident essentially?
Correct. But you were still the approximate cause of the accident, being across the line, obstructing the traffic.
If you said that was one of our rooms for me to be over to the side, I'm just, what am I supposed to do?
Should they park in the road? You can't stop them.
I wasn't parked technically, I was driving, I was trying to make a turn.
Okay. This is Q&A. I'm going to give you plenty of time to argue, but this is Q&A. So do you have any, did he answer that question?
If you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Now let's get back to the case.
Years.
Do you have any other questions? Okay. Any rebuttal?
No.
You stepped out. Any other witnesses from the people?
Not the driver, people were.
All right. Do you have any witnesses?
I don't.
Okay. Would you like me to hear your story?
Yeah.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, go ahead.
So they said approximately around 2:00. I was doing the delivery. It was pretty busy traffic. So I parked over the shoulder as far as I could. Like you stated earlier, there was really no more room for me to be over without being rolled over the ditch. as I was leaving traffic to pass, I was waiting to make a turn essentially, like, let's say the house is right here. I'm a little bit up here, so I was waiting to like go in and back in, but it'd be easier. The flow of traffic was pretty good. But I mean, flow of traffic was still kind of moving, like people could still go this way to this way. Maybe about 10 cars. Then God may have been like 13th car every time, like you said, over and then kind of veered over at the last second. So, that's pretty much what
Do you have any questions for Mr. Scott?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
Any rebuttal witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
I'm ready for argument.
Your Honor, the testimony from Mr. Scott and from Officer Barry is consistent that there wasn't room essentially on what would be the shoulder of the road for the vehicle to be stopped, and because of that, the vehicle was in the roadway at a time when there was traffic in both lanes, and because of that, there was a collision. It's clear that Mr. Scott was impeding traffic when we asked him.
What's the charge? I don't even know that.
Sorry, it's impeding traffic from the accident.
Okay, thank you. Argument.
I don't feel like I was responsible because the driver just tipped them over with like 15 cars successfully passed me while I was waiting to make the turn. So I didn't know what else am I supposed to do in this scenario.
Pull in the driveway.
Well, I couldn't. It was so busy, and I was trying to back into the drive.
You know what? I live on a private road, and I've gotten letters from delivery services that say they won't deliver to my house because my trees are too low. So if there's no safe way to deliver that package, then your company should communicate with that consumer that says we can't deliver to you.
I was simply waiting to get in the drive. I was trying to back.
But you were impeding traffic while you were waiting to do that. And brother, your tough luck. That is one of my major pet peeves is delivery trucks that park in the travel lane and everybody else has got to accommodate them because they're trying to deliver packages.
All 4 tires were open.
Get another job if you can't live with that.
All right, I might be in the minority here, but I'm going to say it. I think Judge Oakley may have come down a little strong on this one. Let me know what you think in the comments, because this could definitely be a hot take. Yes, the charge is impeding traffic. That's not nothing. But delivery drivers operate in some of the most chaotic conditions imaginable, especially in major cities where parking is basically non-existent. They're constantly forced to make split-second decisions in tight spaces just to keep moving. Now, I'm not saying traffic laws don't matter. They absolutely do. But context matters too. We've all been stuck behind a delivery van when we're in a hurry. It's frustrating. At the same time, those drivers are out there in freezing temperatures, blazing heat, and pouring rain just trying to finish their routes. They're walking up multiple flights of stairs, carrying heavy packages, often for very little appreciation. It's a tough job, and it keeps everything running smoothly for the rest of us. So to be clear, I'm not saying the judge is completely wrong. I'm just saying there's nuance here. Even if this particular driver ends up guilty, that doesn't erase the fact that delivery workers overall deserve respect for what they do. What do you think? Was the ruling fair given the circumstances, or should there have been more consideration for the realities of the job? Let me know your take.
It's when I'm driving down the road, it's not my problem if the delivery truck in front of me doesn't know how to back in a driveway or pull in a driveway or doesn't have some other way to get their package in there. That's not on me. Traffic. You're really going to interrupt the judge that's getting ready to give you fines and costs?
I was trying to back the judge.
Okay. And while you were trying to back in the driveway, you were impeding traffic because people had to go around you because you were blocking the travel lane. That's impeding. That's the classic definition of impeding travel.
Still passing normal.
But they had to pass. They had to go into the other travel lane to get what direction were you headed?
I'm not sure. Maybe north. I don't know. Correct.
All right. And the people that were going the same direction you were going, they had to get into the oncoming traffic lane to get past you, didn't they? Not all of them. Some of them. You're impeding traffic. Classic definition of impeding traffic. And once again, Amazon's obviously got a great business model, but I don't think every other driver on the road should have to put up with the bullshit. I'm actually excited to finally get an impeding traffic ticket issued on an Amazon driver because I've been putting up that stuff for years and I don't see where it ever happens.
I just don't see what I'm supposed to do in this scenario.
It doesn't matter. I got a perfect example for you. I had a young man on Zoom today. He stole food because he had to feed his 2 kids and he had no other options. Does that make the stealing of the food less illegal? It's exactly the same scenario. All right, you know what? You continue to argue. So the suspended fines and costs just became $250. Pay it today. Goodbye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I got to have something to write on though.
Give you my copy down for Judge, if I may.
Don't let that man leave this building without paying my cashier.
Thank you, Judge.
Maybe it's just me, but I usually enjoy watching Judge Oakley's hearings. He's sharp, direct, and definitely entertaining. But this one felt different. The driver was trying to explain his side of the story, and the judge came down hard, maybe harder than necessary. At moments, it felt less like a neutral exchange and more like frustration boiling over. And that's where I start to question things. Judges are supposed to remain impartial. If a defendant genuinely believes a judge is biased, they can file a motion to recuse. That's part of due process, the right to a fair and neutral tribunal. Now, I'm not saying that standard was clearly violated here, but I do think the tone raised some eyebrows. At the same time, we have to acknowledge the reality of delivery work. These drivers operate under intense pressure, long shifts, tight quotas, unpredictable parking situations, and constant time constraints. Many are classified as independent contractors, which often means fewer protections and benefits. It's a demanding job. That doesn't excuse breaking traffic laws. Rules exist for a reason. But context matters. There's a difference between reckless disregard and someone trying to navigate a difficult work environment. So here's the real question. Was Judge Oakley simply enforcing the law firmly, or did he let frustration show a little too much? Let me know your take. Was this fair and appropriate, or did it feel excessive? I appreciate you all watching. Take care, everybody.